I'll start on the bottom left. This is our trends area. Essentially what we do in real time is we look at what people are talking about. It's almost like a real-time stock market of ideas, essentially, that we give back to the consumers as a way to grok what's happening in the world. The user actually can change. I set the trend here to the US. You can change it based on city as well. You get a really amazing picture of the US and what's happening in the US when you move from like what's trending in LA versus what's trending in Cleveland, where I grew up. And you can see a marketer simply plays for placement at the top of the list. So they can do what we've always hoped to do in marketing, which is either introduce a trend into the marketplace or ride a trend that's already trending. That one there, if you can't see it, was from Discovery. Discovery was launching a new show called Curiosity, and they wanted to start a conversation, or have people start conversations about things that they were curious about. So they picked actually a pretty interesting trend name. Second one is our promoted accounts product. This answers the question that we hear from marketers all the time: how do I get more followers to my account? And so what we do is we make recommendations all the time as a platform, and here are some great accounts that you should follow, and every once in a while we rotate a brand through there. On the brand side, they only pay if somebody follows, so a cost per follow model, and that can be geo-targeted and interest-targeted for the consumer base, so it's a win-win in that way. And then lastly, promoted tweets in the timeline. So this is something that we've just rolled out over the last month. Here's a really good example of HP running in the timeline. In this case, I've already followed HP, and so it's solving the problem that we've heard from brands for a while on Twitter, which is, or even in other social media, I tweet at 9 o'clock as a brand, a user comes on at 10 o'clock, how do I make sure that I touch that user? They're already following me, so I already know that they're predisposed and interested and opted in to hear my message. So what we're doing for promoted tweets in the timeline as a starting point is allowing marketers to essentially lift their tweet message back up into people's timelines when they first come in if they already follow this brand. And then this is search, so promoted tweet and search. People search on Twitter like crazy for ideas, topics, brands, or products. Essentially, they're looking for what people are saying about the brand. I just did a search for Fashion Week, and you can see that a brand is placed there. That's sold, and the promoted tweet in the timeline and the promoted tweet in search are all sold on a cost per engagement basis. So the marketer only pays if the user engages with the ad. It tells you how much we believe, how strong our engagement is on the platform. And it's also a bidded marketplace, so they're either interest-targeted, keyword-targeted, geo-targeted, and it's a bid, so whatever you feel like you want to pay in terms of ROI. Engagement for us is also interesting, so an engagement is a click on the ad, so click on the link. We drive a tremendous amount of traffic because it's only 140 characters, so it's almost like an invitation to go learn more. The other engagements are a retweet. So think about that. People are actually retweeting messages for marketers. In fact, this is a study that was done by eMarketer. You can see 14% of people said that they've retweeted a promoted tweet. Think about that for a minute. Tell me any other ad platform in the world where people are actually redistributing your ads for you, your marketing campaign for you, your marketing messages for you. It certainly doesn't happen in digital, right? Just real quick show of hands. How many people have spent time on Google today or in a search environment? So how many people, keep your hands up if you've done an incredible search, you've been so informed by the search results that you took a screenshot of the search results and sent it out to your entire address book. It doesn't happen, right? Or how about this? How many people went to a content site, a portal, etc., and saw a huge homepage takeover and have been so entertained this time that you've taken a screenshot and sent it out to your entire address book? It doesn't happen. Yet it's happening every single day on the platform. People are actually retweeting messages from marketers. Part of the question we get all the time from people is like, why? Why is that happening? And we think, again, going back to the organic and natural of the platform, the ad content looks and feels and fits so close into the content piece of it that consumers, while they're aware of it as ads, if marketers do a good job of being interesting and being good and less about being loud, then they'll get a ton of retweet and earned media. The other part of this study is really interesting. You should go to eMarketer, does a whole report on this, but it basically says that over 90% of people are comfortable and in some cases interested in the advertising. Holy moly, what a thing for digital advertising, right? So I see promoted tweets from brands that are relevant to me. I've gotten discounts. I've found out about new brands. I've retweeted a tweet.